When you hear the word tsunami warning, it strikes fear into the hearts of every sailor. You can't help but imagine the huge wall of water that you see in cartoons coming at you, and your boat is smashing against the rocks. But after a quick reality check, you realize that the news literally gets paid to overly dramatize everything.
It's the sixth biggest earthquake ever recorded on Earth. So this is a substantial earthquake.
So you might find yourself relaxing and drinking a beer instead of panicking and packing while a giant tsunami may be heading your way. We were caught right in the middle of both of these feelings. In one way, our distrust of the news media told us to relax. It probably won't be that bad. But then we toggle back to, but maybe they're not lying this time.
This is Tsunami Watch. Evacuate American Samoa right now.
But let's start from the very beginning, before the tsunami warning.
Well, we caught the bus here, took it to the post office, and we literally had a rolling cart like up to here, full of West Marine boxes and such, and we've condensed it all down into this little cooler and our backpacks, which is pretty impressive. I'm glad we got the cooler kinda, because it does, serve as a great little carrying case for all of our stuff, and we just have ridiculous amounts of stuff in here. We'll show you when we get back to the boat.
And I got fruit.
And Melvina got fruit, so she's happy girl. Well, we sat there waiting for the bus for a little bit, and then we ended up getting a cab ride from a nice guy who ended up helping us out, because as you can see here, that is not the easiest walkway to bring a heavy cooler and all the heavy bags down. So he had a rope in his truck, luckily. We had some in the dinghy anyways, but he ended up helping us out to kind of bring the cooler down too. So everything's working out great, and now we just gotta roll this dinghy back out.
Dinghy was like up here.
Yeah.
So we had a long push down.
Dinghy back out to the boat, and we're all set. Good job.
What an adventure today. High five, guys. Let's just say we got a lot of stuff that we condensed down into this cooler. Connor was very excited to show you guys, for one of the main benefits of being here was to be able to get products shipped to us. But we don't need to bore you with all the little items, so moving on.
When it rains as much as it does here, you got to come up with some sort of solution, and this is ours. We found this nice little tarp, and then we put Velcro on all the tabs right there, so it kind of is easy to deploy, and it keeps all the rain out of here, and we get to keep this front hatch open, which is our main source of airflow, because this is like 2.5 feet wide. So
Check out this haircut.
I screwed up.
Why'd you screw up?
I cut my hair yesterday, and it looks silly, but it looks good if I wear a hat. So.
It looks great. Although now it looks funny. Okay, what are we doing now? We're sinking.
No, I ordered a baler for our dinghy so that we can pump water out if it rains a bunch. And we just went to pick that baler up today.
It wasn't there?
Look at it outside now. I asked for this to happen.
Oh, so that's why we're going to use it right now?
That's why it's so rainy right now.
Okay. Let's put it to the test. Thank goodness we picked it up and it was in the package. I thought you were going to say, oh my gosh, it didn't come.
No, it's here. We're going to test it.
This is how much it is raining. We got a full tote. About to fill up. Full tote. Fourth one back there.
Baler. Which is good, because I'll show you our little squirt gun that we were using before, and there's no way it would have handled this kind of rain. So, will you cut those straps for me and keep my scissors?
It's going pretty quick.
Good, yeah.
Show me how much water's coming out.
Put it around here.
It's just gonna go right back in. long as we get it, most of it out, then we can just prop it up on the davits and let the rest drain. We don't want to break our davits with all that water weight.
Yeah, that's way too much.
Well, I was trying to dry my hiking boots from yesterday's hike.
St. Nicholas Day?
I don't think it's working. Alright, chug it, Connor.
Shooey.
Shooey. Oh, at least the insides are getting nice and clean. Oh my god.
Well, here's the new and evolved system. It's not perfectly evolved yet, but you know, we got water coming in from here, going through the pump, through the filter, and then down into our tanks right there. And I'm trying to make the hose long enough so I can get all of these right now, but I don't know if it's gonna work. What do you think?
It's supposed to rain a lot the next few days, so we need to get our system down so we don't have to make any more water. And I'm putting the decks.
Off to the next one. Well, Malvina doesn't like to dilute her soap. She likes to pour it right on. And she just poured out half the bottle into the smallest part of the whole boat.
It was an accident. I'm sorry.
You better get this thing really clean. That's a lot of soap.
Like a car wash.
Holy moly, we're going to be bumming for days.
I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see much, but we just woke up. It's about 4:30 in the morning and the wind is howling, cranking through the valley. It looks like everyone's holding on for dear life. No one seems to be dragging. I think everyone's just kind of swinging like crazy. Looks like friends on the sailing vessel Faith are out and trying to probably just get some stuff more secure on deck. And it feels like 40 knots, but
I just saw 31, folks. I don't care what that thing says.
But we're not budging. Our anchor alarm is not going off. But everything is flapping. We don't have our solar panels fully secured because this was not supposed to hit tonight. It's supposed to be like a max of, I think, like 15 knots. You can start to feel so isolated as a sailor when weather has you stuck on the boat. But as soon as there is even a glimpse of calm, you know we immediately get out in nature and play.
To the rescue!
dose of ocean therapy was just what the doctor ordered. Happy Connor, happy Malvina, and happy baby. And after all that salt therapy, I couldn't think of a better outdoor shower than this one that we found.
Well, I just washed my hair, so I got to rinse. Oh, my hands still have conditioner in it, so the camera's flipping around. But time to rinse off. And this is our shower for today.
And when life finales the day with a sunset like this, you have to just smile at all the rain and wind. For this is the life we chose, one that dives us straight into the heart of the outdoors, intertwined deeply with nature. So we've been on our friend's boat, Apparent Winds on YouTube. Their boat name is Resilience, and we were having a wonderful night, and it's been downpouring. And when we came out to look at the dinghy, it was literally so full that the water was coming out of the transom off the back. So Connor had the brilliant idea of putting the motor on, just gunning it a little bit to tip the nose up. So then all the water spilled over the transom. So this is what is left. Where's the light?
So we got rid of about half of it, but...
So now we're gonna finish the job. Going to work. Yes, that's right. We have various different pumps for all the various problems that come to be on a boat. This pump is the Milwaukee M12 12-volt cordless water pump. The other pump we now keep on the dinghy when adventuring, but this one is a faster way to pump all the water out when we're close to a live oak. Oh, all the tools Connor has hidden on a live oak. You have no idea. But as far as we're concerned, you can never have too many water pumps on a boat. So I let Connor keep all of them hidden in special places throughout the boat. So you don't have to pump anything, this does it all for you. And Connor likes the shortcuts in life. Work smarter, not harder.
Work as little as you can.
And he's still going, ladies and gentlemen.
This pump thing does a lot of water, so that was at least 50 gallons of water in it.
We should have filled up our water tanks with that. Our dinghy's pretty clean with all the rain we've got.
You want to take a shower?
Yeah. Most of the time, you get at least a glimpse of calm between squalls. But for a few days, there seemed like there would never be a break in the weather. But if there was anything I learned from growing up 20 some odd years in Seattle, it would be always pack a Gore-Tex jacket along with your sunglasses. That way, rain or shine, you are ready to get off the boat and take the dinghy for a walk.
Yeah, the vines and everything are so cool.
Yeah. That's all. Pretty cool.
When you can't see anything because it's too windy and rainy.
The rain's coming at me too hard, so here we go. Takes a better part of a day for this project, but I'm stoked on it. We got a new panel. We replaced this old guy with that. Looking nice and sleek. I wish I could replace this, but that's kind of the hour counter too for the tachometer there, so I don't know if that's really wise to replace. It's a little bit dishonest, at least, you know, if we were ever to sell this boat, they'd be like, oh, it's only got 12 hours on the engine, but this thing was beat up, so happy to have that. Our little choking mechanism, you gotta pull really hard to do it, and this would always break, so yeah, stoked to have that done. And if anyone's wondering, that is 1/8 inch G10 that I used for the plate there.
We were at a tsunami party having so much fun with a bunch of people here in Fangasa Bay. Fangasa. And we were actually super chill about everything because it seems like we're really, really far away from where the earthquake hit in Russia. So as you know, there is tsunami warnings everywhere. And we kind of waited to see how Hawaii would get hit, and it seems like there were some parts that got pretty brutal. We hear Tonga's evacuating. Marquesa is telling everyone to evacuate. American Samoa hasn't really said anything, so we are last minute just jumped off their boat, and all three of the boats that are currently in this harbor have decided we are pulling anchor and going to go out to open ocean. Better be safe than sorry. So we are getting the boat together. Right now we have about probably less than 30 minutes before it's supposed to hit us, so we need to go. So here we go.
This is Tsunami Watch, Tsunami Run, Tsunami Evacuate, American Samoa right now. We don't know what's gonna happen, but something might not even happen.
We hope not. I mean, there was like 4-foot waves or something in Hawaii, so that's not too bad. We are just beelining out of here, because better be safe than sorry.
What we're calling 4-foot waves are not just your average wave. This is like a 45-minute long wave, from what I'm told. So here we go. This is it. This is it, folks.
There's definitely some good swell out here.
No, this is just regular swell. He's sweating.
I'm sweating bullets.
Oh, I'm tripping out because I just redid the whole engine panel, and it looks great.
But then look at that.
Except for the tachometer's not working.
No.
And then that looks terrible now. I just want to stare at this one all the time now. What do you think?
I'm just trying to get out in the open ocean. There's a lot of pressure on me right now.
Shut the heck up.
Alright, we're out of Fangasa Bay. Just watching the lights disappear behind us. Just really nervous for that little village. I hope they stay safe, and I hope whoever is in their cars, because I saw some cars kind of cruising past, I hope they just get up to the mountain and get to safety. There are some other lights off in the distance. We're not sure if that's little villages off in a different place, or if it is other boats that are also going out into open ocean. All three vessels that were parked in the bay have exited to safety. Super nerve-wracking. I got very sweaty there. We were trying to just get the anchor up. We literally left that bay right when it was predicted to hit, 9:39.
Haven't felt anything yet. Yeah, that is weird. There's a lot of lights on the top of the hill there too.
Oh, I wonder if that's all the cars.
Oh, maybe.
It could be all the cars. Yeah, and there's a lot of swell right now in the south, and so we were talking about going to Pago Pago, or at least making direction towards there, but that seems a little silly because there's a lot of swell down south right now, so it could be those two, a tsunami hitting a south swell, and it could get super wonky out there too, so we are just gonna head straight out.
Well, we made it almost all the way around the island, and no signs of any tsunami activity, but we are kind of coming up on some heavier waves right now. And I'm thinking that my planned route was maybe not the best route, because if you look at this, you guys aren't going to be able to see that, but let's see. Can we show you on the phone instead? So we were going to go down below in between these islands here, and as we were heading in, I started feeling all these huge freaking waves. Oh, Jesus, criminy. And so I'm turning out of that right now. so that we can kind of go around this, because what I'm thinking is all that tsunami power is gonna come funneling down through that little section there. So we're gonna go on the outside, and hopefully that does a little better for us. We got some heavier swells now.
We will never know if we would have been more protected inside or outside of that channel. What we do know is that we got beat up and we were not prepared for swell like this, for we failed to take the outboard off the dinghy, which was hanging off the stern on the davits. We already broke one side of the davits in Mexico, got it repaired. Do you think they will hold in this messy ordeal? Well, Connor just woke me up because our davits broke again. And we didn't have time to take the outboard or dinghy off, and we were just hitting huge swell. And so Connor's taking the topping lift, but what happened?
I had a soft shackle on the top. Oh, I got it. And this thing has been swinging wild for like at least 5-10 minutes.
Pull it down.
Maybe.
God, don't let go.
This is how we're gonna keep the outboard side of the dinghy up, and I've been wasting time trying to catch it this whole time. So off to work I go. Will you unclip me, please?
Oh yeah. You're free. Absolutely insane. We were going bonkers.
Well, that turned out to be much crazier of a night than we hoped for. We were just going to try and get out of the way of the tsunami and kind of go motor out for a little bit and take our time getting over here, but we almost took too much time getting over here. It's 5 o'clock in the morning now, and we left the other side of the island at 9:30 or so. So that was quite the journey to get over here.
Yes, we may have been a little silly during an event that could have been catastrophic, but we always try to stay lighthearted in all stressful situations. Back in 2009, American Samoa was hit hard with a tsunami, killing dozens and causing tens of millions of dollars in damage. So tsunamis are no joke for the island. But we're happy we made it back to Pago Pago. We'll take a broken davit in the grand scheme of things. We're also super grateful the island did not suffer much damage. The water did rise up, flooding the main road that lays along the coastline, but after a little cleanup, everything was running back to normal.
Assess the damage, and it doesn't look terrible, but you can definitely see there's a little bow right there in that whole setup, and it is not level. You guys probably can't see that, but try and pull that thing back up with the halyard and tie a new stay on there, and hopefully that'll get us through till New Zealand.
Our health and safety is always top priority, especially with a baby on the way. So a broken davit is unfortunate, but as you heard Connor say, we have changed our plans probably like a million times because of the baby. But as of now, we will be sailing to New Zealand, where we will rip those davits out and replace it with the solar arch of our dreams. Thanks for watching, friends. Come along next episode for our last days of scrambling around American Samoa, where we squeeze in a dentist appointment, a prenatal appointment, provisioning, customs and immigration all in one day. For it's time to sail the 4 days to Fiji. Or is it 5 days? Not sure, since we also crossed the date line. Rocket shipping us forward 1 day. So we want to give a huge thank you to all our supporters. We so appreciate you and are amazed at your generosity. If you want to also help support our journey, check us out on Patreon. There's a link below in the description. Or if it's easier, scan your phone right now on the QR code that's right here on the screen. Now make it a great day, and see you next episode.